Alrighty. Hey there, G-fans. This is the first time you've probably seen my face in an unboxing video, and the camera's on a new tripod, so I'm trying to get stuff adjusted. Bought a new tripod finally, as you might be able to tell from the Gamera video and the Godzilla video I posted. But today, we move on to more important matters, as the final part of my G-Fest haul has come in. Now, you guys haven't seen that video yet, but by the time this is up, you will have, because that video is still uploading. So, I'm not going to talk too much about that video, because you'll probably have seen that before this one. So, let's get started with Box Day. This is the first Box Day I've had since about January, so... yeah, January, and that was when I got the Ultraman Ultra Hero Series Agul version 2. So, hopefully you can't see the table I have over here. I have some figures to compare what's in this box. Now, if you saw my teaser on Facebook earlier, you may or may not know who this is. So, let's go ahead and get started. Box looks a little damaged just from the outside, but hopefully what's on the inside is okay. Just tearing off the Alrighty, now my address is gone, so I don't have to worry about that. Alrighty, so I can't see what's in here because of the bubble wrap, so I'm going to turn it this way carefully, and you guys are going to get to see what's in here first. So there's the lots of air stuff, airbags or bubbles. Okay, I don't feel anything else, so let's. Feels decent sized. Oh, well, it was backwards, so I guess I gotta see the figure first. That's not great. This looks amazing. Okay, box is a little damaged on one of the corners. Kind of scuffed up, but there you guys go. You guys can glance at the front, while I'll glance at the back. Saw this guy all over G-Fest, but I got a way better deal than what he was being sold for at G-Fest. So let's go ahead and get him open. The story at G-Fest, if you didn't watch my haul video, is he was like $100 and something there. $125 was the highest price I saw for him, so let's get him open. So this guy I bought from Amazon, and he was $54 with free shipping because I have Amazon Prime. So he got here in 2 days, ordered on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. That's technically, well, that's close enough to 2 days because they don't do shipping on Sunday. I'm going to try not to screw up the box at all, because for you guys who have been veterans of the channel, you know that my boxed figures, like S.H.M.A or Revoltech, or even the Ultra Hero series, I like to keep the box. Alright, box is intact. Before we put the box away, I'm going to set him up there. Here's this box, and then let's show off some of the other boxes. So I thought the Gamera box was big, but it's a lot bigger than the Gamera box, height-wise, and width-wise as well. And then here's the Special Color Godzilla 2000, which is a tiny box. But then again, Godzilla didn't come with any accessories, so his box has an excuse to be pretty small. So let's set this box on the ground. There we go. And oh my gosh, let's get started with this guy. I'm going to turn him over and get all the little tape stuff off. Hoping there's no problems with him. So far, there's been no real problems with my Godzilla, my Gamera. The Gamera on one of the toes, I can't tell if he was in the box like that, but one of the toes is a little scuffed, so some of the nice polish has come off, but I mean, that's not something I focus on in the video. The bigger problem, though, is with the Godzilla. His tongue is missing paint on one side, so it's red on one side and there's an area of the side of the tongue to where it's just white. But if I don't focus on the face much, and I can probably... I don't like painting figures, but if I think it's something I could easily fix, I might consider doing that. Alright, there's this. Man, I think this is going to be the biggest S.H.M.A MonsterArts I have. Biggest articulated figure already, so... I like keeping the insides, because, in case I would need to move or something, which I probably will here in a couple of years after I get out of school and stuff, I keep the boxes intact so I could easily put them, even the tiniest little pieces, I keep. Like, this little piece right here that just holds the body, I keep that. I put it together as if the figure was in there. It's still in the packaging. That's how I close the packaging and put the box up on my shelves, which I'm going to need to rearrange everything. So let's get all the little pieces, parts out first. So this is, looks like a neck guard, and he's probably going to be stiff. Godzilla's still pretty stiff as well, so these guys are just going to take some playing around with. No articulation. Oh, wait. Okay. Okay, so there's a little articulation in that neck. Oh, those are like, a rubber color. Oh, no way, they spin. If you pull, I don't know if you guys are seeing this on the video. I don't know how well the focus is going to be, but it's spinning. It's crazy. I'll have to see if I can get that effect in on my stop motions. But this is basically what's going to make it 2 figures in one, because he comes with the parts for his original form in Godzilla Final Wars and his choppy form, his chainsaw blade form. Oh, one more thing I need to grab out of the box real fast is the instructions. I had a lot of trouble putting the Gamera together when it was trying to get him into his flying pose. I had trouble telling which part of the ring was right side up and which was upside down. So, and after I figured it out, I felt pretty stupid. So, I'm gonna try to keep this video relatively short, not too long. Okay, nice. I don't think. Let me look at the box. I thought he came with a different tail, but you know what? If there's not a different tail, I won't complain. Okay, nope, that's fine. Alrighty, let's get Gigan. Set Gigan here for a second. Okay, another piece I'm going to toss aside for now. Now let's look at the... I guess they kind of have bumps on them. As you guys probably know, Bandai's quality control on their figures isn't always the best. It feels like the feet feel like a blade, like the cold touch, like the rest of the body feels like the vinyl or the plastic that it is. Wow, this guy's just amazing. Okay, nice pivoting and stuff. I'm going to be careful with this guy because he's probably kind of cold, even though it's been hot out. He's been in the house for a while. And just his, what would we call these, wings or dorsal fins or whatever? Just amazing. Claws are nice too. I always liked his claws. And the nice thing is, I used to have the Bandai Creation version of this guy. Ooh, wow, he's really pokey. But, tail is very hard to move. Like, see that? They aren't very aligned. Kind of mismatchy. So he'll take some playing around with. Like, the Godzilla, he has a little dorsal fin issue to where, oh, there we go, that's a little better. To where the fin was crooked, bent inwards, but that was just packaging, that wasn't really their fault. Not like how geez, see, I just cut myself on this guy, so this guy's definitely pointy. Don't know why he looks like he's gonna fall back though. I'm gonna need to I don't know. I always have trouble getting the figures into a position I like for displaying. Okay, so that's one difference, and I'm actually comparing him a lot to another figure I have in my collection with you, which you guys definitely know of, and I know he's not going to replace him. Because the mandibles, oh, that one came out really easily. They don't have any articulation. I mean, sure, I could twist, but they're not really so smooth like that. Really, the mouth doesn't have all that much articulation either. I mean, yeah, I mean, you can tell he's roaring and then has it closed. The teeth are kind of goofy, but still looks like a really nice figure. Tail concerns me a little bit, but what I think I might end up doing is alternating the tool. I don't know. Let's just get him into a regular standing pose where he's up straight so I can do... Now this isn't a review, I'm just... Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to attempt to take them apart and... Oh, shoot. Are these right? I think they're the same, so I don't think I have to worry about right or left, but... Uh-oh. Oh, that's just his mandible. Okay. Left, right, or right, left, or whatever. Okay. Mandibles, I think, matter. And then this top part. You know, I would have preferred an extra head just because I don't like having to remove the parts like this. Actually, I think his head's supposed to come off, too. Uh-oh. Okay, yeah, there's his head. Now he looks like a bird. I think Gigan's a he. I don't think it's a she. And this part comes off too, yeah. See, I don't like taking the figures apart just because I'm afraid I'm going to bust them up. I forgot to take the part out. Oh, alrighty. Looking nice already. Very nice. And sorry about the background noise. That's actually the computer trying to upload the I think I have these backwards. The G-Fest video. No, I had it another way. This one's just thicker and doesn't want to. Oh, there we go. So yeah, that looks pretty gnarly. There's his head. Hopefully that's in focus. Oh my gosh. Okay. So definitely don't want to lose this piece. Want to keep it to the side. Okay. Oh, there we go. No, not yet. I just don't have luck with Tamashii figures. Actually, is his neck? Might be a little deformed. No, I just have it crooked. Take that off. I don't think I'm supposed to put that on first, am I? Well, I think I know what I'll be keeping him in display as for a while. Now, why the heck does this not wanna... Okay, so as you can see, this figure is very hard to put. Now, why would that move? I guess to maybe imitate some sort of movement, maybe? So I'm going to try to figure out how in the world to get his head on And I'll probably fast forward through this part so I don't sound like babbling. Oh! Well, that one went in easily. It's almost like this part's too big. Oh, there we go, I got it done. Alrighty, now we got the neck on. Oh wow, look at that. I mean, I add some height to the figure as well, so let's get these on. Alrighty, now we're ready for... Okay, we're back again. That camera does not like being idle. It's crazy that these move. I mean, you guys can see that, hopefully. So, I mean, I can do the chainsaw thing, but now we're ready to go take on Final Wars Godzilla. Which I would show, but I don't have that figure, and they really need to do some more. I like S.H.M.A and all, but the one thing that really ticks me off about them is, like, they did Gigan. They didn't do anybody else from Final Wars, only this Gigan, so he really doesn't fit in with the other S.H.M.A. They did the Showa 64, which I don't have, I want. And now they're releasing a different color Showa 64. Well, again, nobody for him to fight Showa-wise. Does his tail look that crooked in the pictures? Well, I guess it looks a little out of place. Okay, well, I'm gonna get him into a pose that I like, and then I'll... Yeah, there we go. Alrighty. Again, trying to keep this short, so... Now let's grab some other characters to do... Now this isn't a review, I'm just dragging it out. Because I like to see how my other figures do, and... Oh, okay, now that looks a lot better with the tail. Okay. I'm going to save the best figure, in my opinion, to compare with him for last. So, first we'll go with my very first S.H.M.A. Fire Rodan. And yes, he's on the camera stand, I know. Again, Fire Rodan's one of the smaller S.H.M.A. so he's kind of dwarfed compared to Gigan. But it would still make an interesting battle. Next up, we're going to take... Let's do the S.H.M.A. Godzilla, who I've been playing around with for a while now. Getting him ready for some sort of stop motion. And you guys probably should know what I have in my mind now that I have a Gamera articulated. And that Godzilla that's super articulated. Yeah, a lot of his spines are kind of funky. I mean, I love his tail too. I'm going to start doing reviews. I'm going to write a script for one and then do one and see how you guys like it. Alrighty, so Godzilla was actually looking pretty big, but now he looks very small. And Gigan looks like he's going to be looking down upon Mini Kaiju. Wish he could look up a little more, but... So there's how he compares to Godzilla. Godzilla's still got the longer tail, but Gigan's pretty close tail length-wise. Alrighty. Now let's take a break from Toho Kaiju for a little bit, and let's hop over to Dai for Gamera. Now Gamera's a small S.H.M.A. but he's meant to be smaller than what Godzilla is, because I believe he was about 80 meters in the movies. And this is Gigan, so they don't scale up well, because Gigan has 100 and something meters in Final Wars, I believe. But then again, I could be wrong. See, Gamera can definitely look up to Gigan, and Gigan can just tower over him. Liking the look of some of these matchups. I can't wait to start doing stop motions with these guys. Now let's hop over to the Ultraman universe and grab my newest Ultraman, which is Mebius. And he's pretty big compared to the other guys, but Gigan gives him a run for his money. In height. And we'll do one more quick one because I got him up here. Okay, this is the first figure that I have that's articulated that somewhat dwarfs the NECA Gypsy Danger, because he's been the tallest figure I've had. And Gigan, Gigan's head popped off. Now we get to go through this fun process again. Okay, I got it back in for the most part. Gigan can almost look him in the eye. So Gigan's a really tall figure. So now, well, a lot of you probably are wondering, which is a harder... For me, I'm glad that I have this figure, but I know he's hard for a lot of collectors to find. Because, I mean, he's usually more expensive than this Gigan. And this Gigan's huge in S.H.M.A. MonsterArts. So what I'm going to do is... I'm actually going to switch Gigan back to his regular self. Alrighty, so I honestly like this pose a lot better with his regular... Ooh, there we go. Regular claws and mandibles and neck and stuff, because this neck's a pain to move and a pain to put on, so... I'll use the chainsaw thing in movies, but not very often. But as you probably all are wondering, here is the figure that I'm glad I have, is the Revoltech S.H.M.A. Gigan. Which, see, his mandibles, they can move, and he's got definitely closed, wide open screeching mouth. Let's make Gigan somewhat presentable. Now I can kind of hear you guys in the comments already. Let them fight. And I'm starting to think about it, actually, now that I see them together, because this is my first time seeing the two of them together. It would be a nice battle. Now, a lot of people think it would be overpowered, because, I mean, this is somewhat close to what the size comparison. I think this Gigan might be a little bigger than this one. Even bigger than he is here. But, I like this. I like how it's looking, so I might do this, might not. Oh shoot, which one of these comes off easily? Could do that too, but I mean that doesn't fit, but you know. I like the way the two of them look. Me, myself, I'm more fond of the original Gigan, because, two reasons. I grew up with this one, and this was my very first articulated figure, so this one has a special place in my heart. Because both the Gigans actually got for a really good deal. He's retailing for about 90, and they had him on sale for 54. He was retailing for about 110, and I got him for 40 something. So both of them were a really good deal. So that looks like it's about it for this unboxing video. Expect some nice stop motion soon. I'm actually looking to get a remote for my camera, so that way I don't have to actually click the button physically. Alrighty. Stay strong, Kaiju fans.